I'll start the meeting, huh? The journey of 1,000 steps begins with one single step, isn't it? And we are here at our 199th chapter meeting. Hello and good evening, a very warm good evening to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Before we proceed with our regular meeting, there are some ground rules for any Toastmasters meeting. Number one, stay on mute on all times except when you are supposed to speak. Please turn on your video so that the session is much more amicable and lively. Refrain from talking about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. Moreover, refrain using short forms such as GE, TM, or TMOD. Instead, prefer to use full forms such as General Evaluator, Toastmaster Today, etc. With this, I would like to introduce you all to someone who is a skilled administrator, a wonderful human being, a great orator, and an inspiring leader. Dear Toastmasters and fellow guests, help me welcome the president of Elite Toastmasters Club, our wonderful, distinguished Toastmaster Dalia Thakkar. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, and let's keep it going for our wonderful stand-in Sergeant-in-Arms for the day. 199th meeting it is. It's been a long journey from the first meeting to the 199th. And often in this entire journey, we have hit so many road bumps, with so many ECs coming in, taking in the charge, and new leaders growing every single day. Today is a day that marks the last meeting of our current EC. Me being the president, and our entire EC has taken the charge for the last 6 months, and today is the last day. We see you all as an EC officer. Well, a small thing that I have learned in this journey that I would like to share with each and every one of you is sometimes the road seems easier. Sometimes because you think you are experienced or you think you are good, things might seem very smooth in the start. But along the way, you learn new things, hit new road bumps, and discover so many different things about so many different people and yourself. And that is the essence of each and every journey. You get to learn everything all over again because it's a new experience. So I would request everybody to grab on those new experiences in Toastmasters as contests or EC officers or otherwise in life, because things will be so great and teach you so much. Because failure is nothing but a lesson to you. With that, I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the 199th meeting of Elite Toastmasters Club. And let's give a big round of applause because the next one is our 2200th. With that, I would like to quickly take the guest introduction. We have a few guests here. Is it guest Raj Lakshmi? Ma'am, are you here with us?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
I'll pay it today by 8 p.m. So maybe now you can consider me as a guest.
Oh, that's wonderful. So, ma'am, how did you come to know about Toastmasters and how are you liking the entire atmosphere of Elite Toastmasters?
I've come to know about it by net. Yes, it was delightful. I mean, everyone is learning here instead of just passively time pass. And it's more fun when you get to see many of who are working professionals. Nobody is like one who is just passing off the time. I think it's great to learn.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guest Lakshmi, and we welcome you with open arms in Elite Toastmasters Club and hope that by tonight you will be one of ours, and either way we are going to impart as much knowledge as we can with you. And we have a very, very quick announcement. Thank you so much, guest Raj Lakshmi. Okay, we have a very new and a very quick announcement with all of you. We have a new member who's joined very recently, which is none other than Toastmaster Rashant Raj. And I would like for you to introduce yourself to the club and let us know why you're here and what do you expect from us. So Let's make a big round of applause for Toastmaster Ashant.
Thank you, Dalia Thakur. I'm audible? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, Toastmaster, you are audible. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. As you know, I am Rishant Raj. I am from Dhanbad, Jharkhand, but presently I live in Kolkata for study purpose. My father is a businessman, my mother is a housewife, and I have one younger sister. I am a CA finalist and passed all CA exams in first attempt, and I'm also a CFA aspirant. There is no such thing like hobby for me, but yeah, I loves to watch cricket. I am a big fan of Virat Kohli because of his team spirit skills and impactful leadership. And I also loves to play chess because it makes me use my brain at its best. That's all about me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashant. A very, very efficient Toastmaster amongst all of us. And I hope we can learn from one another a little bit of hobby that you can pick up that is a little fun. And we can pick up all the seriousness that you have and learn from you. So, a very, very warm welcome to Elite Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And now we have come to another part of our wonderful journey of Toastmasters, and that is moving on ahead. Now, let me welcome you with one of the persons who's always there, who will take up a role when Elite needs it. She's somebody that I have adored, and somebody who is a budding Toastmasters, and somebody who is so creative that the first time when I heard what was the theme, I was inspired. How do people come up with that? So let us put our hands together for the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Angira. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Madam President, and good evening, everyone, and Merry Christmas. I know it was yesterday, but still we are in the festive mode, and in coming 5 days, we are going to celebrate the new year, the new beginning. Few days ago, I came across a very beautiful short story named The Story of the Pencil, written by world-famous author Paulo Coelho, the same author who wrote The Alchemist. Well, without any further ado, let's dive into the story. A boy was watching his grandmother writing a letter. At one point, he asked, "Grandma, are you writing a story about what we did? Or is it a story about me?" His grandmother stopped writing, looked at her grandson, and said, "Yes, darling, I am writing about you actually. But more than the words is this pencil. I want you to be like this pencil when you grow up." Intrigued, the boy looked at the pencil and it did not seem very special to him. The boy said, "It's like any other pencil I have ever seen." Grandma said, "Well, wait. I'll continue with the story. But before that, let me explain the agenda of today's Toastmasters meeting. Today's meeting is divided into 3 sections. First is the prepared speech section, where the speakers will deliver their prepared speeches for 5 to 7 minutes or 4 to 6 minutes, and they will be evaluated by their evaluators. The second one is the table topic session, where we challenge ourselves with impromptu topics. Means the table topic master will give us a topic and we'll have to speak for the topic at least for 1 minute to qualify, and after 2 minutes. However, there is a grace period of 30 seconds. On the upper hand, the third section is the general evaluation session, where our head mistress will give us insightful feedback about what we did good and how we can improve our shortcomings. Now, with that note, let me introduce our general evaluator for today's session, distinguished Toastmaster Dalia Thakur. Welcome to the stage, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. So, a very, very warm good evening once again to everyone. I have taken up the role of General Evaluator today. So, I'll quickly explain what my role as a General Evaluator is. It's simply to do a SWOT analysis of each and everyone who comes up to the podium. So, if you are a table topic speaker, a prepared speaker, an evaluator, I am going to evaluate you, give you your strengths, your weaknesses, something that you need to stay away from, the opportunities that you can grab, and all the threats that you can stay away from. So, for a very quick SWOT analysis of each and every one of you, I have a wonderful tag team role player. First up, for the role of timer, we have our wonderful Toastmaster Rituparna. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you. A very good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, as a timer, it is my responsibility to keep the track of time and let the speaker know about it. So I'll share some screen. Let me share my screen, okay? Okay. Yeah. Hope you can see my screen. So I will share green card at the minimum time, yellow at the mean time, and red at the maximum time. And I'll keep sharing this red card until the speaker completes his or her speech. Suppose a speech is of 5 to 7 minutes. So I will share green card at 5th minute, yellow at 6th, and red at 7th minute. And for a speaker to qualify for the award, there is a grace period of 30 seconds on both upper hand side and lower hand side for prepared speech and speech evaluation. And for table topic speech, only on the upper hand side. So for a 5 to 7 minute speech, you need to speak for at least 4 minutes 30 seconds to maximum 7 minutes 30 seconds. I will present my report at the end when general evaluator asks, and thank you. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rituparna. That was a wonderful explanation of your role. So, everybody, time and tide waits for none. So, please be in time so that you will be eligible for our voting so that we can award the best. Next up, we have the role of grammarian, a very impromptu grammarian we have, which is, I'm sure, going to play the role to the best of our abilities. Let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Tanushri.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Close the doors of the windows, please. I have winter in my nose today. All of you, go stand in a straight circle. I have 2 daughters. Both of them are girls. Kuch samajh aaya? We tend to think that our English is perfect, our grammar is perfect, but these mistakes change the entire meaning of our sentence. My role as a grammarian today is to find out the good usages and bad usages of grammar and present my report at the end when called upon to do so. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanushri. Can we please have the word of the day?
I just put it in the chat box.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanushri, for the wonderful explanation of her role. So she's going to tell us if we have good grammar or not. So everybody is on the tiptoes today. Last but not the least, we have a wonderful R counter for today, which is Toastmaster Vandana. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Today, my role as an OR counter is to make sure that there are no clauses among your beautiful speeches, so that people get mesmerized in your speeches. I will make sure that there are less number of repetitions, so that you can work upon yourself for the upcoming speeches. And finally, I will be reporting the final count of your repetitions to the Toastmaster when required.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vandana. And that was my wonderful tag team role player. And I will be coming at the general evaluation section of this entire meeting and evaluate everybody. For now, let me bring up again Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Angira, back up to the stage. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. So, coming back to the story, the grandma said, well, it's like any other pencil you have seen, but It has 5 qualities. If you manage to hold on to them, you will be like a person who is at peace with the world. The first quality: you are capable of doing great things, but always remember there is a hand driving you. We call this hand God. Remember, what you do in your life is driven by this hand named God. Having said that, let me call upon the first speaker of today. But before calling him on the stage, let me call his evaluator, Toastmaster Anisha, on the podium to read out the speech objective of Toastmaster Mukti. Toastmaster Anisha, welcome to the podium.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Angira, and our speaker for today, Toastmaster Mukti. He is giving his, so the purpose, he's giving his level 5 project. So the project name is Lead in Any Situation. So the purpose of this project is for the member to apply the skills needed to successfully lead in a volunteer or an organization. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience as a leader and or the impact of the 360-degree evaluation. The member will deliver a speech to reflect on his or her experience as a leader or the impact of the 360-degree evaluation. The speech that we will be evaluating may be humorous, informational, or any other style that the member chooses, but it must be appropriate for the content. The speech is not a report on the content Lead in Any Situation as a project. So I wish all the best to the speaker, and I would request the speaker to share the 360-degree evaluation so that we can correlate, and all the best to the speaker, handing it back to the Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Monisha, for beautifully explaining the speech objective. Now, let me call on the stage Toastmaster Mukti to deliver his level 5 Lead in Any Situation speech. Toastmaster Mukti, the stage is all yours.
A report by National Center of Biotechnology Information read that in 2011, 410,000 people died of cancer, and that around close to 6 lakh would in 2020. I read that report and it was saddening. Another report by World Health Organization says that 1 in every 15 Indian would die out of cancer. That is even saddening report. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I would like to ask you, what do you think are the biggest causes of cancer? A show of hands would like to participate.
Genetics.
Okay.
Smoking.
Any other reasons?
Exposure to radiations like UV rays or gamma rays, something like that.
Improper
Great.
hygiene and diet.
Okay, very interesting. So, after being saddened by this report, I too researched and dived into reasons that cause cancer. And as we came to some conclusions, so did I. Now, the biggest problem about cancer is that it is not a nuclear weapon or a meteorite coming from the sky, but it will kill so many of us. It might be disguised as a delicious breakfast on a table, but actually be only some harmful chemical pesticides and fertilizers. it might be some awesome buildings in the city, some really great skyscrapers, only disguised. Actually, they are jungles of carcinogenic concrete, disguised in the form of development, 3G, 4G, 5G towers, but only actually be the ecocide of nature that can never be reversed. Understanding all this, I decided to take up a war against cancer. And a method to do that I found was to join an NGO working to promote organic farming and organic products. Why was this method chosen? Because I know for sure that I wasn't educated enough to cure cancer, and anyways, precaution is better than cure. How did this start? It started with a crash course, a 1 week long crash course, but not like some other tuition classes. This was not about a course at the weekend or something you do at the evenings. I actually had to go and stay at a village. It was divided into modules. Each day was divided into sessions. Early morning was dedicated to learning, practically learning farming techniques and ways to make natural fertilizers and pesticides that could replace the chemical ones and also increase the farmer's income. The afternoons were dedicated to learning to create products naturally, such as toothpaste, soap, shampoo, daily use products, which use too many chemicals and cause too much cancer. The evening was spent discussing the economics of agriculture and animal husbandry to help farmers improve their income. After that, late evening was spent going out to other villages, campaigning and spreading the word to unknown places, unknown villages, unknown people, asking them to join our mission. After this course was over, seeing my enthusiasm, seeing that I belong to urban India, and seeing my age, I was selected for the working committee of the NGO. Mind you, I was only selected and not elected, which meant that I had to really be compliant to the people selecting me. At this job, no 2 days were same. Someday, I was having a meeting with the secretary of a department of a central ministry, discussing or taking help about how government schemes could be used to take forward the mission. The other day, pitching to some CSR executive why he or she should invest in our project. Sometimes meeting with technology teams, trying to explain the platform that would help bring transparency among donors and farmers. But most of the time was spent in villages by cycling to and fro here and there, teaching farmers how they could eradicate unemployment for themselves on one hand, and the same thing would end cancer in the cities. It was good going. 6 months flew very fast, and so did the next 3. It was 9 months of work till something began to dawn on me. I actually was selling a product I had never used. The brutal truth was that I had never been a farmer. I had never harvested a single cropping season, which meant that I depended on statistics to understand the quality of my product. Hopefully, this was not great enough. And these statistics were also seen by other members of the organization. And after seeing these statistics, they decided that the organization should pivot into rainwater harvesting. And I was so saddened that I decided to give up volunteering for NGOs for some months. But this was truly a great experience where several skills had to be combined. Communication, and communication across different type of people, across different type of languages. Technology, learning technology for the purpose on the go. Networking, building network, asking for numbers of people and then contacting them. On the other hand, contacting with local people. Thank you everyone for listening to me, and back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mukti, for such an informative speech. Although you haven't used any ISOM slides, but you were capable of portraying the story. Now, coming back to the story, again, the second quality. Now or then, I'll have to stop writing and use an eraser. It might make the pencil suffer a bit, but after that, it will be more sharper. Like that, in our life, you will face so many pains and sorrows, but they will shape you for your future. Having said that, let me introduce our second speaker for today, but before calling him on the podium, let me call his evaluator, Toastmaster Siddharth, on the podium to read out his speech objective. Toastmaster Siddharth.
A very warm good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests, and Toastmaster Shubhranil Patnaik in particular. The target speaker, Shubhranil, will be delivering his Level 1 Project 2 speech. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note that the timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish the target speaker, Toastmaster Shubhranil, all the best, and back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddharth. Now, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Shubhranil on the podium to deliver his Level 1 Project 2 speech. Toastmaster Shubhranil, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, for the warm welcome. It was about a year back. It was the time of the pandemic, and I was really bored staying at home. Work, sleep, work, sleep. This continued for a very long time. Until one day, I got an opportunity to visit a place called Ghatshila, which is a small town in the state of Jharkhand. It's a beautiful place to be. And I've gone there with my family. It wasn't a very memorable tour for me. However, there was this one incident that has stuck with me ever since. We were going to a place called Dharagiri Falls. And it's a beautiful place. The falls are beautiful. And on our way through the muddy trails, we noticed 5 kids. They were begging us for money. Initially, it didn't strike me as very out of the place. However, I noticed that there was this one kid who had constructed a makeshift bridge across a tunnel that was dug by the government. And he was asking me for money because of the work he had done, not just for free. Noticing this, I got into a lot of thought about like, how can this person have such a developed state of mind? He was actually so entrepreneurship in his mindset. He had actually worked to ask me for money, unlike the other 4 kids. However, at the same time, another thing came in my mind. It was the time of the pandemic. How were they making their ends meet? What was the source of income? I was shivering at the thought of how would they make their ends meet just by doing what they were doing, namely roaming around the streets. I also thought that probably their parents might have not sent them to school. Probably there weren't any in the first place. Today, a statistic says that in 2014, 53% of juveniles arrested were either illiterate or were only educated till the primary level. Thus, the impact of lack of education is not just confined to a single person. The society at large pays. In our childhood, we learn very critical skills. Skills like sharing with others, making friends, following instructions. And education plays a really critical role in making us successful later in life. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, Toastmaster of the Day, and guests. Today, I'm going to give you a bit of idea about how the pandemic has struck each and every one of us, and especially the marginalized sections of the society, and what we as responsible citizens can do to make it slightly better for them. I'm sure all of us here present today have been lucky enough to have gotten education. Maybe we went to one of the best schools in the city, in the country. And that is precisely why it is difficult for us to put ourselves in the shoes of those who haven't. When we come across kids who haven't had an opportunity, it strikes us as to how lucky we have been. Having said that, I think once or twice while walking through the roads, we might have sympathized with that family that was stuck in the roadside in the bitter cold because they didn't have a place to live in. And I think that is really important for us to realize that not all of us are lucky as we are. A study by the NSSO group provides an astonishing result. In a study done across 1,400 underprivileged children across 15 states in India, shows that a kid who was in grade 3 before the start of the pandemic is in grade 5 now, and is soon going to enter middle school, but with the reading ability of a grade 1 kid. Girls are especially affected by this, as it is they are struggling with other factors like child marriages and other things in society. In the pandemic, the family income has gone down. And when the family income goes down, the girls are the first ones to be pulled out of school. There's a shocking statistic as well. During the pandemic, 38% of families in India have said that at least one person from their family had to drop school completely because of the pandemic. It makes me think about what this particular COVID has done to all of us, and especially these marginalized sections of society. The NGOs are also not, has also not been left of the impact. Earlier, a lot of the donations from the CSR used to go to these smaller NGOs. But during the and post the pandemic, a maximum of these donations, CSR donations, went to the PM CARES Fund. Thus, the smaller NGOs couldn't make their ends meet. Let me give an example. A particular NGO called SOS Children's Village India takes care of 10,000 children. And these children are not normal children. They have a traumatized background. They are vulnerable. And unlike normal families where they could cut costs to meet and make ends meet, these NGOs cannot do so. So this brings me to the last part where we actually look into ourselves and our society at large and decide what we as individuals can do to make it better for them. No, I'm not asking you for any monetary contribution, though that is good if you can do that. But what I'm asking of you is, if you have some free time, spend some time to volunteer for these NGOs who would be happy to have you. Spend an hour or so in their feet, in their shoes, and see how it feels to spend a day during these tough pandemic times. And I think it is a responsibility for all of us to do what we can from our position to help them out. And I would like to end with a beautiful quote by Anthony Horowitz, the novelist, who says, "Childhood, after all, is the first precious coin that poverty steals from a child." Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Subranil, for such a touching story. I did not felt that it is your second prepared speech, actually. Now coming to the story, the third quality. Well, what matters in a pencil? Anyone? Okay.
It's writing.
Sorry? Pardon?
I guess it's writing.
Okay. That's a thoughtful one. Okay. Thank you for interacting. Okay. According to grandma, what matters in a pencil is not the wooden exterior, but the graphite inside. So always pay attention. What is happening inside? On that note, I would like to take the timing report from the timer for prepared speech sections. Toastmaster Rituparna, can we have the timing report of the prepared speech section?
Yeah, sure. So Toastmaster Mukti took 9 minutes 23 seconds and Toastmaster Subranil took 7 minutes 16 seconds. So Toastmaster Mukti is qualified and Toastmaster Subranil isn't. Thank you.
Toastmaster Rituparna, just give us a second. We are just checking if the evaluation for Toastmaster Mukti will be from 8 to 10 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. So we'll get back to the entire members after a quick review. So if it's 8 to 10 minutes, he's still in time. So we'll just get back to Anna. Please continue.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rituparna, for your short and crisp report. Now, I am going to hand over the podium to the table topic master of today, Toastmaster Omlan. And after that, I'll come back to the story again. So please hold on up to that. Toastmaster Omlan, the table topic master, the stage is all yours, sir.
Hello, good evening. How you all are doing in this chillingly bleak winter outside? I can see many caps and many winter sensitive person just like me. Rishant and Raj, both of you, thank you for being like me, because I sometimes whenever I wear this hoodie even at home, even my parents tell me, when my mom tells me that you are so lazy. Yes, I'm a very lazy person when it comes to winter, and I just love wearing winter clothes even at home also. Now today, first of all, yes, a belated Merry Christmas to all of you, and of course, a very Happy New Year. Now today is a very special day. Can anyone tell me why? The most special day that will ever come into your lives. Anyone? I can see Siddharth smiling. Would you please like to answer, Siddharth?
Answer what?
The question that why today's day is a very special day.
Today's day is special because today we at Elite are having our 199th chapter meeting. So I'll consider
Yes.
that as a special thing.
Yes. Number one. Number two. Anyone else? Anyone? Any guesses?
This would be your last meet of 2021.
Yes, but that's a bit sad also because this is the last meeting of the current EC member, so don't make them feel awkward right now.
Yeah, but definitely we'll be looking
Yeah.
forward to the next year.
Definitely, of course. But the most special thing is that you all are fortunate enough to be hosted by the best table topic master. How cheaply I'm selling myself, isn't it? Anyway, back to business. So we are at the table topic session where the timing allotted will be 1 minute to 2 minutes. And the best part of this session is that even though you are a Toastmaster or a guest or even a guest Toastmaster from another club, you all can join in this session. The timing allotted is 1 to 2 minutes with the minimum time being 1 minute, mean time being 1 minute 30 seconds, and the maximum time, the red card will be shown at 2 minutes, but you all are requested to please wrap up your speech by 2 minutes and 30 seconds, other than which else you will be disqualified as per the timing rule suggest. So first, let me call upon a Toastmaster so that the guest or whoever is new to this to a table topics pattern will get acquainted. So any Toastmaster, please, being who wants to speak first, who wants to go first, wants to be the first scapegoat to the altar. Anyone? How about Toastmaster Dahlia? Distinguished Toastmaster Dahlia. Yes, so
Absolutely.
yes, so you being the president, the last the EC member being the last day of this EC member. So let me before beginning, let me tell you that distinguished Toastmaster Dahlia, who is our current club president, is a master table topic speaker, literally. And when I used to come for table topics, initially when I first joined the club, I used to fumble a lot because impromptu sessions were something quite new to me. So, but after watching Toastmaster Dahlia, I started beginning that yes, this is how I can do, because she follows a pattern that is so attractive, and her stage presence also is so magnificent that it will all hold us to our chest. So, distinguished Toastmaster Dahlia, your topic here is, I will begin with a question, begin with a line. You have to say the rest of the story or whatever your speech is going to be with that after completing that line. So, distinguished Toastmaster Dahlia, your topic is, did you know that once I, and the rest continues. Your topic, did you know that once I, distinguished Toastmaster Dahlia.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Did you know that once I entered into a room and that changed my life forever? And that happened exactly 2.5 years back, where I entered the wonderful room of open house that changed my life forever. It gave me a platform that I have now in front of all of you, to be able to speak my heart out, to be able to express my thoughts in the best manner possible. It's not a bandwagon that I am going to speak all good about Toastmasters, but I'm going to share with you small experiences that I have had that once I joined Toastmasters. The entire journey of 2.5 years has been a ride for me, having so many ups and so many downs like a roller coaster. Fighting for an easy position to losing a few. Going for the contests and then again losing for a few. The entire journey does not only shower all the good things in your life, but also teaches you that once you put your heart to something and set yourself, you can actually do and change and move mountains. Like all of us here, we are here to improve ourselves every single day. I too, that 18-year-old kid who entered that room, wanted to improve myself. Back then, I was overconfident and obnoxious. Right now, probably not that much. But in the journey, we learn so many things, and there are certain rooms that when you enter in, might actually go ahead and change your life. For me, it was the room of Toastmasters and room of improvement. For you, it might be something else. But I urge each and every one of you to find that one thing that is yours and truly something that is going to change you for the better in the upcoming life that you have. Back to the table topic master.
What a wonderful take on the topic. And let me tell you one thing, that many of us like me might not be fortunate enough to see you as an amateur entering that room, but we are lucky indeed to see you coming out as a champion. So kudos on that, and brilliantly once again. So next, I think we can call a guest. Guest Dhwani V Ajmera.
Yes. Hi.
Yeah, so yeah, hi, good evening.
Good evening to all.
Yeah, so can you please switch on your video?
Yeah. Visible and audible?
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely visible and audible. So guest Dhwani, right?
Right.
Am I pronouncing it properly?
Right, that's
Because
Dhwani.
I still have a complaint of many people not pronouncing my name properly. So I know that really hurts when someone doesn't.
Yes.
So guest Dhwani, your topic is online times, a boon or curse. Your topic, online times, a boon or a curse. Guest Dhwani, your time starts now.
All right. So online times, definitely, I would consider as much as it is a boon. Moreover, it is not as helpful as we do not meet so many people in person. That emotional or that the connect that you have with people in any platform or in any stage that you are, that is missing. So there are a lot of confusions or a lot of misunderstandings that you might start having. And definitely we have seen all over in schools or in workplaces or in organizations that it has been a really tough journey for everyone who is working on online platforms right now. So we lose that direct connect or that one-on-one connection or a one-on-one meet with people, be it on school or in colleges or in workplaces. There are many people who have already passed out of college even without being in college for a single day or so. There are people who miss workplaces as much as they used to go when they used to go before the pandemic. So I think maybe we would just wish that online platforms are good enough for quicker works like the online payments or for making our lives easy. But when it is something like this, where you would, when you have to interact with people or where you do need that socializing, which is totally crippled out right now. Yeah, so that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, guest Dhwani. Indeed, it's a very controversial question that is it a boon or a curse? Like for me, I'll say it has been like somewhat like around 70-30 ratio. Because why is it a boon now? Because if online platforms hadn't existed, I couldn't have even joined Toastmasters fraternity, and you wouldn't have got such a brilliant table topics master. Anyway, so once again, so cheap, I know, but chalta hai. Now, next, can we call upon guest Pratyush, please?
Oh, first of all, I would like to say that I am not a guest. I'm a Toastmaster.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm so sorry. So, yeah, you are a guest Toastmaster, right? Right.
Yes. From
Yeah. So you are from which club?
I'm from Kolkata Bilingual Toastmasters Club.
Okay, that's great. So, Toastmaster Pratyush, your topic is the most memorable Christmas cake of yours. The most memorable Christmas cake of yours, Toastmaster Pratyush.
First of all, I would like to say that I have never eaten any Christmas cake. But if I were in any contest, then I would have never said this line. The most memorable cake in my life was my birthday cake. And again, I would like to say that it was the cake that was selected by one of my elder cousin. I was around 4 or 5 years old at that time, and I was having an argument with my cousin that I want this strawberry cake, this particular strawberry cake only. And he was saying, no, it's your birthday, and I wish that you eat this chocolate cake instead of this strawberry cake. So we were having quite an argument, but at last he was elder than me, he was stronger than me, and he won. But I will like to say that at that very age, I realized that the advice of the elders always matters. No matter if I was 5 years old and he was 8 years old, but still he has more experience. And that's why he was saying me to have that chocolate cake instead of the strawberry cake. I still remember the taste that I have ever had, and it was from the Monginis. I do not know that whether I can get that cake again, because I do not see that type of cake, that type of decoration anymore in that particular shop or that particular showroom. But I will like to say that if I get an opportunity and I visit the offline meeting of Elite Toastmaster Club, I will like to share it if I get it on my way. Over to your table topic master.
Definitely, we would love that if you get that cake, if by chance. And let me tell you one thing which I and Toastmaster Pratyush for the last 1 or 2 minutes for which he has spoken. One thing that I found that we both are common is that we both hate strawberries. Am I right, Toastmaster Pratyush? Don't you?
Actually, I like strawberry, but my cousin used to hate strawberry.
Oh, okay. Then it's just the opposite case. But whenever I go to any birthday function, or even if there is at the end the ice creams when they are served, even if I find that it is 2-in-1 and that too with a strawberry and vanilla combo, it's just not my cup of tea. That's all. I just stay away from it. Okay. So next, can we have Toastmaster Rishant? Am I right? You are Toastmaster, right?
Yes, I'm a Toastmaster.
Yes. So you
Today I joined.
Yeah. So welcome to Elite.
Okay.
I hope you are having a great time, and hope you will have a great time in future as well.
Yeah, sure.
So welcome, Toastmaster Rishant Raj.
May I go afterwards?
Okay, so you are feeling nervous, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
no
my
problem.
first
Absolutely,
meeting.
you can see, you can observe, and later you can come up. Sure.
Okay, thank you.
So okay, fine. Yeah, Toastmaster Anisha Roy is raising her hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
So I've seen Toastmaster Anisha speak a couple of times, and she's a very, very energetic and a very a controlled speaker. She knows exactly where to speak, how to speak, and what to speak. So Toastmaster Anisha, your topic is the worst advice that turned fruitful in your life later. The worst advice that turned fruitful in your life later. Toastmaster Anisha.
A very good evening to all the Toastmasters and guests, and a special good evening to our table topic master. Well, when we are growing up, and even when we are those phases where we cannot decide what to do, most of us turn to parents. But some people like me, we turn to our friends for advice. So I recall, and this is in the year 2016, when I joined my first company, and just within 1 month of training, I was placed on a business development role. So I did not know, I did not have my parents to ask for it, right? So I went to my nearest and dearest, and I asked my friend that, I've been given the business development role. He took a look at me and he said, very bad. Very bad. You should not take this role at all. It's not meant for you. Just look at you. You have not been able to even properly, negotiate prices of small things. How will you be able to do anything related to business development? So I sat there and we were walking. I walked with him and I thought, yeah, maybe I should go back to HTML and CSS, which was the other, the developer section. But I stayed put. So I continued in the company for 2 years as a business development manager. And I would confidently say that was the worst advice at that point. If I had switched back to HTML and CSS, I probably would have not had a career today. I do understand that it would have been a good support, but the amount of experience and the amount of know-how that I have got sticking to that position, I think that has made my life. So that was a very bad decision. That was a very bad advice to give. But I think overall it worked for me in the end. So over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anisha. Indeed, like uncertainties can give the best results in the long run. Perfect take on the topic. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anisha. Like, next, can we have? I think we can have. Let me see. Yeah, guest Raj Lakshmi. Are you a guest or a Toastmaster?
Sir, I'm a guest here.
Okay, so guest Raj Lakshmi, your topic is the thing you are most grateful for. The thing you are most grateful for. Guest Raj Lakshmi.
Hi everyone. I think the most one virtue I am very grateful for is kindness and unlimited compassion, because I remember 2 years ago I was used to just cutting my wrist every time. I don't remember one night which I missed on it, but I don't have the courage to cut my wrist at that time. I I was in my hostel and always feeling around homesickness and the pressure of competition and especially in Kota, the place of suicides. So, but I think when I called my parents, they tried to help me, but they could not because of their already busy schedules. So I called to my psychologist and she has helped me numerous times. Like I have called her at 2 a.m. in the morning, or I should call it night. And she has helped me numerously and gave me many skills to stand up with. And now I think the most grateful I am to her only. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Raj Lakshmi. Yeah, is this the first time that you spoke in a table topic session?
No, I guess this is the second time.
Okay, but still you spoke very diligently. Thank you so much, and keep coming up for more topics. Yes, Toastmaster Rituparna, I'm so very sorry you were raising your hand for such a long time.
Okay. Can someone keep timing for me?
Yeah, sure. Can anyone please, grammarian Toastmaster Tanushri can keep a track of the time.
Thank you.
So, Toastmaster Rituparna, your topic is your 2022 resolution. Your 2022 resolution, Toastmaster Rituparna.
The last year, the feedback I have got is I need to be more proactive, because I am the person who generally just stay at the back and just listen to everyone. If they get any task, they'll do it, but otherwise let's just chill. But this time, this 22, I am going to be proactive and I am going to take roles and do some tasks proactively. I will ask for tasks like, please give me some, because I want to utilize my time, not just by sleeping or watching YouTube and Netflix. I want to utilize some time, my time, and gain some skills also. And other than that, obviously my goal, it was for last 2 years also, and for next year also, I want to improve my communication skill. So I am also continuing this Toastmaster. So yes, that is my resolution for next year. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Amlan.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rituparna, and I wish you all the best for actually fulfilling all your resolutions, because Resolutions are so deceptive that we all plan, we chalk down, we keep scribbling on papers, pens, slates in our board, whiteboard to keep in front of us, even set reminders in our mobiles, but actually none of them. Actually, we are never consistent in any of our resolutions, even if it is just for like couple of weeks after the new year starts. So wish you all the best for that. And yes, brilliant take on the topic. We can have the last topic for today, Toastmaster Deshant. So are you ready now? Have you seen how others have performed?
Yes.
So charged up? Yes?
Okay. My first
So
session.
you are good to go. Toastmaster Rishant, your topic is the silliest thing you are good at. The silliest thing means the thing which you are good at, but actually people find it very silly or very boring or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not getting any points. I'm feeling a little nervous, so can you change to
Don't
some
worry.
easy topic? Can you change it to some easy
Actually,
topic?
it's against the rules actually, because
Okay.
we can change, we can afford the change of topics for a guest, but not for a Toastmaster.
Okay, sure.
I can give you
The
a little bit
silliest-
of hint. I can give you a little bit of hint. It's like that something you are good at. Okay, something you are really good at, but people find it not. People are you are not. The people don't actually care. They have okay. So fine, you are good at. I don't care. So they give an attitude to like this, something like this.
Okay, like I'm good to express myself as a good student, a brilliant student, but I'm little bit, I can't think, I can't frame a sentence, good sentence. Silliest.
Okay, if our president, if with her permission, if we can we afford any change of the topic?
Absolutely. This is his first table topic, so I think we can definitely go ahead and change it.
So fine.
Thank you.
Okay. So Toastmaster Rishant.
Okay.
Your wait a minute. Your favorite way to spend time online. Toastmaster Rishant, your favorite way to spend time online.
On live or online?
Online means
online,
you
okay.
in the internet. What do you do the
Okay.
most? Play games or something?
Okay. The most favorite thing for me online is to watch YouTube videos. I can watch different types of YouTube videos on my on my academic. Like I'm doing CA. I loves to watch CA related videos of teachers or different or our institute ICAI and videos. Then I also love to watch comedies. Like I also subscribe to different channels which make wines, like BBK Wines and Ashish Chanchalani Wines. Also, I also used to do mimics of those characters. I also want in some future I also want to make some videos on YouTube, and then on YouTube it's a great thing. Okay, fine.
Brilliant take on the topic, Rishant. First time you played your debut match really well. Great innings by you. And talking of BBK Wines, yes, indeed. Have you seen Dhindora? It just got released recently. I haven't seen it, but everyone is saying that it earned lots and lots of praises and it's really good. So I should also definitely watch after this.
I only watched 4 episodes, but it's quite good. Actually.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting also.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishant. With that, we come to the end of this table topic session, the last time for this year, and I feel fortunate enough to host to be the table topic master for the last evening of this year 2021. So I hope you all have enjoyed it thoroughly, and if not, then apologies from my end. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Amlan, for coming up with such crafty topics. So have a huge round of applause for our Table Topic Master. Okay. Now coming back again to the story. The fourth quality. The pencil always allows us to use an eraser to rub out any mistakes we have done. Like that, correcting things is not necessarily a bad thing. It always keeps us to the path on the path to justice. Having said that, it's time to move on our general evaluation session so that we can correct our mistakes and we can be a confident speaker. So now let's welcome our headmistress of the session, distinguished Toastmaster Dalia Thakkar.
Thank you so much, and let's keep it going for the wonderful session that we just had. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in for table topics and giving some wonderful prepared speeches. Moving ahead with the evaluation, I would first like to call upon the evaluator of our first speaker, Toastmaster Mukti, Toastmaster Anisha, to please go ahead and evaluate.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator, and very warm welcome and good evening to each and everyone present in the session today. Our target speaker, Toastmaster Mukti, was delivering his level 5 speech. Toastmaster Mukti, thank you so much for making an attempt. We will cover the evaluation in mainly 3 sections, which is the recommendations, the commendations, the recommendations, and finally the summary. To start on with the commendations, I would say Toastmaster Mukti has a very good voice modulation, which was very vital during the initial phases of the project. So great work done there, Toastmaster Mukti. Next is you had a great audience interaction as well, and you took time to listen to each and everyone and also respond back to them. Also, you took the feedback from only 3 people, which is great, which shows you had a good control over the audience. Great hand gestures. I saw that you did some hand gestures when you were signifying meteorites and all of those things. Great job done there. The why, how, and when is something that we also saw throughout your speech, which is why you joined the organization, how you did the work, and the description in general. Great job done there. I like that you had a very nice description of the entire workday schedule for that particular organization that you had joined, and it made everyone easy for everyone to understand how the workflow was. Okay. I also liked a part which you mentioned, which is selected, not elected. I would have wanted you to delve a little deeper into it, but I think you can take an attempt again in that particular section, like that about the speech, that you added it into the speech. I also like that you left the speech at a positive note, and you had a call to action around there. We will get back to that, how we can work on that even more. So great job done there. Now, coming to the recommendations, the first thing that comes to mind is your body language. Now, although I said you had good hand gestures, but your body language is not, it's not fitting the speech. I'll tell you why, because it's a very serious speech. So it would be great if you can have like a standing posture. I'm not saying that you have to have a standing posture, but in speeches like this, if you have a standing posture, if your body is fully visible up till this much at least, so you can make use of the hand gestures that you already have. So you might want to take that in account and might not want to sit or deliver your speech in this way. Another thing is that your voice modulation, although was good, but it was flat throughout the speech. So you might want to work on that a little bit more. I also want to bring to notice that since this project was about leading a particular organization, we did have a little bit of that throughout your speech, right? So we did understand that you you were not selected, you were not elected but selected, and you did so and so throughout while working in the organization. But what lacks, I feel, in the entire understanding is that when you are giving examples of how you would go and how you would negotiate for a CSR or for a product pitch, you need to highlight those leadership qualities more when you are in this particular speech. So you could talk about what were the CSR opportunities that you were pitching for, or what was the product, what impact would it have. So those are the things that we are looking for when we are looking at you leading an organization. You understand? We do understand the entire functioning of the organization and what everyone did, but the direct impact of how many people were being affected, who were the people that you were trying to reach out to, what level or what income group they were from, or exactly those details or those nitty-gritties are something that you can add on in the speech. I also wanted to bring to notice that you had 8 to 10 minutes. So in that section, why don't you put a little short story? I'm sure you have had a lot of interaction with people in that particular area. So put in a little bit of short story which changed your viewpoint. Say, for example, like you said, that you were relying on the statistics and not a farmer yourself. So you must have understood that from a story or an interaction. So put that in. That also shows your leadership quality, right? The other thing that I want to highlight is that your speech title was a failed attempt to kill cancer. Now, I'm not sure if this was put right before your speech, but when we are talking about something that already has a very morbid tone to it, right? Like cancer, like anything for that matter. What we can do is, you are giving a speech on leading an organization. So we always look at that with optimism. So if at all, if I was not your evaluator, I was someone general in the audience, and I would see a failed attempt to kill cancer, I would not be very motivated, right? Because it has failed, it has killed, it has cancer. So 3 of the words are very, very heavy words. So what you can put as your title is my take on this, or something which is a little bit more optimistic, because although you might not have had the best experience, or you might not have been able to continue on the organization, but you were leading the organization, you were organizing all of those meetings that you talked about, you were in a way reaching out to so many people. So why not put in more optimism in that title, right? Now, why not make it something that everyone can learn from, that even if you don't have the best end to something, you had a great start to it. You did something that you feel confident about. So put that in your title. And a title is very, very important, coming from especially in these kind of speeches where you're leading, where you're talking about your leadership experience. So put that in. And I also feel, right. Okay. So I also feel that there was something I would have wanted to know more, since this was related to reaching out to people, is a lot more statistics. So you might want to back your speech up with a presentation, or just put in just one image if possible. Or probably, what you can do is, since you were talking about different products, I'm sure if you have a few at home, so you could just put on that as props, because when you're leading an organization, or when you're talking about being in such an integral part of an organization, you want to have props, you want to have, backups, or you want to have points backing up that particular aspect. So put that in, although I feel that it's better that you repeat the speech with this particular evaluations points that I have given. Your speech was great, but there are a lot of things that you can add, and you are already a good speaker. So why not put that in? And probably you might want to redo the speech and give it once again with a little bit more, formal attire, or like standing up. Those small things matter a lot. And you will also feel that there's a change in your performance overall. So I have spoken a lot. I hope it has positively, I hope you take all the evaluations in a positive way, and you can repeat the speech. So I hand it back to the general evaluator. Thank you, everyone, once again.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nisha. Very, very wonderful and a detailed evaluation. So before evaluating the speaker, I would just have very quick points for Toastmaster Nisha. I really loved how you described and went on to describe why were your recommendations what they were, so that the speaker, since it's a level 5 speech, which is a very advanced stage in a Toastmaster journey, you gave him ample of points to understand why you gave him what the purposes were. So I really, really love that. You did not actually make the time your importance, but explaining the person. So I really love that. I love the points. I think the summary could have been a little better. Wrapping it up. Apart from that, I love the evaluation. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anisha. And now we have our speaker, Toastmaster Mukti. Commendations, I really loved the factual points that you have right in the starting. I think around for 45 seconds to 1 minute, you gave us quite a lot of facts about cancer, which was really commendable. Loved it. It was interactive. Questions were asked, answers were given. Really nice. Kudos to you on that. It was motivational, and it was something about a noble cause, all of which we are familiar with. So kudos. And last, I think the narrative style was very, very nice. What was your journey? So I think that was really well done. Now a few recommendations from my point as well. I do agree with Toastmaster Nisha that voice modulation could have been like a star of your speech. You have such highs and lows in your speech, right? So I think that could have been done really wonderfully, because it was sounding a little bland, even with your statistical figures. 4 people die every year of cancer. If you just stress on it a little, so that we all know that that is the point you want us to catch. So probably voice modulation. And one more thing, there was quite a lot of pauses in the middle, unnecessary small pauses. And because of that, the entire speech was not very smooth. So I would just tell you to practice it a few times so that it becomes very smooth. I think body posture, as Toastmaster Nisha said, could be a little better. You were just dawdling sometimes. So if you could be just straight, even I am sitting and giving an evaluation, but just being sit up straight and using your hands. So I think that would have been done a little better. And last but not the least, again, I would like to say that the purpose of this particular speech, which was how you lead in voluntary organization. I'd just like to read out the second point of your purpose statement. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of his or her experience as a leader, right? So after 7 minutes of your speech, you started becoming a leader. You told us that, yes, I started leading the organization. So probably some positives that you learned from this leadership, some negatives. What were your lessons from this leadership? I think that would have been a much wholesome speech, right? So my recommendation to you would be simply to go ahead, restructure your speech a little. It does need a little restructuring, and give it again with full force. And I'm sure it'll be a wonderful, wonderful speech next time. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mukti. Next up, we have Toastmaster Siddharth Rathi, who is going to be evaluating our wonderful second speaker, Toastmaster Shubhranil. Sir, the stage is all yours.
A very good evening to all the Toastmasters and to my target speaker, Toastmaster Shubhranil in particular. I would like to quote a very famous philosopher, Aristotle. He said that poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. And your speech did make us realize that yes, indeed, this statement is true. You had a bang on start. You started telling us that how you went to the Dhaulagiri Hills with your family, and there you encountered kids which were begging for money, and how that encounter changed your life and your perspective towards the society. Moving ahead, I like that your speech was extremely well researched. Every once in a while, every 30 seconds, every 20 seconds, your speech, whatever statement you made, was supported by factual claims. 60% this much, everything was perfectly done, well researched. Kudos to you on that. Moreover, you had appropriate hand gestures. Every time you were speaking, you had right hand gestures going simultaneously with your speech. I really enjoyed that. And the third part, which I really loved about your speech, that you stood and delivered your message, and it had a nice message and a nice ending to go with it. It is important that we stick towards optimism, as our first evaluator and general evaluator has stated early in them, that having a positive outlook towards things makes us as human beings much more confident and comfortable. Now, I'm pretty sure that you as a speaker, you as a human being would like to take your speech to the next level and are here for betterment. And you can do those things by following a few recommendations, which I think can be implemented in your speech the next time you are on stage. The first thing is that your speech had a very good start and the ending was good. But in the middle part of the speech, you seem to rush. It is try to understand that we are in an online medium. And in an online medium, due to network glitches or any reasons, someone may have an issue listening to what you are saying because your speed was very high. Yes. The second thing which you can work on is having a good vocal variety. Yes, you can say something like this: my heart trembled when I saw little kids begging for money. In this pandemic, how will they make their ends meet? Something like this. This will add a lot of value to your speech. Moreover, the salutation which you had given, good evening Toastmasters and others, that came very later. Means you can try having the salutation within 30 seconds of your speech. That would be great. To sum it up, I would say that you had an awesome speech where you told us how poverty can influence here the entire is an evil of not only India but also the society in general, how pandemic has badly hit our lives. And if you are able to keep in mind the recommendation, I'm pretty sure that you will become a next level speaker. Kudos to you on that. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Siddharth. That was a wonderful, wonderful evaluation. A very seasoned evaluation, I might just say. Wonderful commendations, brilliant recommendations, and a wonderful summary. I think you hesitated or you quickly wrapped it up because you saw the red card. So a clean summary with a motivational ending so that you can go ahead and try to better. So I think that could have been added. But apart from that, I love the evaluation. Keep coming and keep doing. Since we do not have Toastmaster Shubhjal here, I would refrain from giving his evaluation, what I think about that. Okay, moving on with my wonderful tag team role players, taking the report from Toastmaster Rituparna. You can please go ahead and report.
Yes. So rest of the timing are for table topics. Toastmaster Dahlia took 2 minutes 11 seconds. Guest Dhoni, I don't know if I'm pronouncing right or not, Dhoni, 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Pratyush, 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Anisha, 2 minute 1 second. Guest Rajalakshmi, 1 minute 16 seconds. I took 1 minute 12 seconds. Toastmaster Rishan took 1 minute 18 seconds. And as an evaluator, Toastmaster Anisha took 7 minute 28 seconds. And Toastmaster Siddharth took 3 minute 11 seconds. That's it from me.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rituparna. So I believe we do not have any disqualifications except Toastmaster Anisha,
yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful, wonderful report. Moving on to our grammarian for the day, Toastmaster Tanushree. Ma'am, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Again, as a reminder, my role as a grammarian was to note down the good and not so good usages of grammar. The word of the day, ISM, was used only twice, once by Toastmaster Mukti and once by Toastmaster of the day, Angira. The good usages of grammar were carcinogenic, selected, not elected, makeshift, ends meet, speak my heart out, bandwagon, and stay put. The not so good usages of grammar, I loves to do is a wrong usage of grammar. It would be I love to do. And the word pronunciation was mispronounced. I will be portraying will be the correct pronunciation. Stuck in the roadside is the wrong usage of grammar. It would be stuck on roadside. Thank you. And that's it from my side.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanushree. Can I just have a quick report? Did anybody use the word of the day?
Yes, Toastmaster Mukti and Toastmaster of the day, once by each.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the wonderful grammarian's report. And last but not the least, can I have the report of the R counter?
Thank you, Toastmaster. Today, we have a funny Toastmaster Tanisha had an account of 1, and Toastmaster Daria had an account of 2. Toastmaster Rituparna had an account of 3. Toastmaster Rishant Raj had an account of 1. Toastmaster Aman, you had an account of 5, and account of 1, and repetition of 3. Toastmaster Siddha, you have on count of one and repetition.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vandana. Just one point of recommendation. Probably it was because of my audio something, because the voice was echoing and I couldn't hear a few words. But apart from that, whenever it's always advised, whenever the number of counts go up from 5, you can always say multiple, so that we don't need to say a specific word. But apart from that, a wonderful evaluation, a report. Thank you so much, my wonderful tag team role players. And now moving on to the evaluating the entire session as a whole. Before I start doing that, I would request each and every one of you to please cast in your votes. We have the link in the chat box so that you can vote for the best and we can award the best. So you can please go ahead and do that while I'll go ahead and start evaluating. We started the meeting 5 minutes late because we didn't have enough role players, but yes, we can always keep that in mind so that we can start early. Starting off with the SA. Do we have the SA? Yes, we have. Okay, so the SA, Toastmaster Siddharth, he started off really well. He said all the rules, welcome each and everybody. I just wish, one point of recommendation, he could have been a little more excited, because if you start off with a clap, a round of applause, that just brings up the energy for each and every one of us. Next up, we had the Toastmaster of the day. I think she had a wonderful voice modulation, Toastmaster Angira. You were brilliant. I really loved your entire, I think, the structure, how it went about. So I loved the voice modulation. Your narrative style, your grandmother, and how you talked about the author who wrote Alchemist. So that was something really nice. You explained all the 3 parts of the Toastmaster session in a wonderful way. And last but not the least, I loved how you used props, eraser, sharpener, pencils, everything was there. So I loved it. A few points of recommendations. You can always be a little more interactive, because being a host, you can ask questions. What do you think, Toastmaster Tanushree, is the most exciting thing about a simple thing like a pencil? You know, asking a few questions like that can just bring the energy up. But apart from that, I loved your entire seasoned role play that you did today. Thank you so much, and keep coming back to Elite Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Then we had Toastmaster Amlan, who was playing the role of the table topic master. I have absolutely no recommendations for you today. I genuinely loved your topics. You gave slightly easier topics to the people who you thought that who were new. That was really well thought out. I loved how there were variety in your topics. You gave me a question, you gave a few other people basic sentences. So I think that was really well done. Your comment at the end of each and every table topic, that was really motivating and encouraging. That is why so many new Toastmasters came up. So that was really wonderfully done. No recommendations. I really loved. Keep coming and keep doing the roles in the wonderful way that you do. Thank you so much. Next up, we have table topic speakers. First up, we have me. I have not noted what I did wrong or right, so we'll just skip that. Next up, we had Toastmaster or guest Dhwani. Do we have her? Yes, we do. Yeah. Guest Dhwani. Online time's a boon or a bane, boon or a curse. So I think you had a wonderful take. You were energetic, you were nice, you were bang on the topic, you didn't lurk around in the shadows. You were right there with your stand on what you think. You gave both the good points and the bad points. So I think that was really wonderfully done. Only point, you keep coming and keep giving table topics, and I think that will be just perfect. Thank you so much for coming in. Next up, we had Toastmaster Pratyush. Do we have Toastmaster Pratyush here? Yes, we do. Okay, Toastmaster Pratyush, you talked about your birthday cake, strawberry and chocolate. So I think initially it was very humorous. I loved it. It was a wonderful take. It was a narrative style. And most of all, I loved how you instilled voice modulation in a table topic. So I really loved it. I just think the ending could have been a little more smooth, because the entire speech was so smooth. I just wanted the ending also to be smooth. But apart from that, loved the speech. Keep coming and keep giving table topics. Wonderful job done. Next up, we had the fourth speaker. We had Toastmaster Anisha, the worst advice that turned out to be fruitful in your life later. I loved how humorous it was. Everybody was laughing right at the starting when you started speaking. A personal story which is always recommended in table topics. You were bang on. Really loved how structured it was. It had a very good introduction, a wonderful structured body, and the conclusion was also very motivational and very nice. Just one point of recommendation. I think it was a little off topic. So probably if you could have said that I think what your friend told you not to do, and it actually did turn out fruitful, but you just said it just turned out well. So probably I think it was a little off topic. So probably from the next time, if you could just be a little on the topic, because you're such a seasoned Toastmaster, I would have loved for it to be just perfect. But apart from that, I loved how structured and wonderful it was. Thank you so much. Keep coming. And thank you so much for being the evaluator today at the very last minute. Just like Toastmaster Tanushree, both of you deserve a big round of applause, because you always, both of you always are saviors in Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Thanks, both of you. Next up, we had our wonderful guest, Raj Lakshmi. Do we have her here? There she is. Hello. So, things you are most grateful for, and you did teach us that we should be grateful for every single breath we take. So thank you so much. Your story, your personal story, was motivational, it was encouraging, it was courageous for you to share such an integral and an intimate part of your life with a group of people you have just met. So kudos to you for doing that, and I have no recommendations. Just keep coming and just be a part of this wonderful family, and thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Toastmaster Rituparna. Do we have Toastmaster Rituparna? Yes, there we have. Our wonderful timer for today, 2022 resolution. You are bubbly and jolly, and your smile is something that takes us all with you. So I think I loved your personal story. I loved how you wanted to, you were very real at the very base level, that you want to take up new roles, front foot roles, and I wish and hope that you do. Just one small recommendation: the moment the green card was flashed, you were off. So I think you could have spoken a little bit more, but apart from that, I loved it. Keep coming and keep giving table topics. Thank you so much. Next up, we had Toastmaster Rishant. Your favorite way to spend time online? I think being the first time that you have given the table topic, I think it was kudos. It was a wonderful first attempt, and I understand that it could be grilling the very first time, but I think you picked up your pace. You started talking about BBK Vines, all the YouTube videos that you watch. So I think that was really, really nice. Just a few point of recommendations. Eye contact could have been made. You could just look at the camera so that you know that you are speaking to an audience. And I think that's that. Speak a little more, keep coming and keep practicing, and it'll be wonderful one day. Thank you so much. And that is it from my side. And I would like to hand it back to the Toastmaster of the day. And I would request everyone to please go ahead and vote if you have not voted yet. Back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for such detailed evaluation. Now coming back again to the story. The pencil always leaves a mark. Like that, whatever we do in our life always leaves a mark. So always be cautious about your every steps, so that we don't have to go back and regret. The story ends here. I don't know how the boy reacted after that. Did he embrace those 5 qualities, or did he not? I am definitely sure if he did, he must be a person right now who is at peace with the world. On that note, I hand over the podium to the president of Elite Toastmasters Club, distinguished Toastmaster Dalia. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Angira. Can I please request everybody to please switch on your cameras if possible? Last 10 to 12 minutes for today's meeting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, before my last closing address as a president, which is definitely something that wouldn't come this soon. I thought it'll be much longer, but good things do pass by quickly. So yes, before going ahead and doing all my rituals in the last, I would just like to say thank you to all my EC members who are present here and who are not present here, Toastmaster Tanushree, Toastmaster Shruti, Toastmaster Radhika, who are present here, for making this a wonderful term that it was. The entire elite fraternity will always be grateful to all the EC members who have come, who are currently here, and who will be coming. So thank you so much, everybody. And it's been a wonderful journey being a president. And I hope that most of you, some of you, all of you get to experience this once in a lifetime, because it is a once in a lifetime opportunity. So thank you so much, everybody, for being so supportive. All the new members, all the old members, most of us who couldn't be here, but it's been a joyride for me with so many ups and so many downs, that it has taught me and all of us so many things. So I am most grateful to my EC for standing by this obnoxious girl who's standing before you. And hopefully one day we can all laugh it off with all the things that has gone by. And thank you so much, everybody. Now, I'd like to take a quick feedback from Toastmaster Ajmera. How did you like the session? And just give a quick introduction, because I'm so sorry I could not take your introduction in the starting. The stage is all yours.
No problem, that's fine. So yeah, I'm a guest here. This is my first meeting today. I got to know about Toastmasters mainly from Instagram last time, but I did know what Toastmasters is initially. I've been a part of MUNs in my college, so I had an idea of what Toastmasters is, has a similar kind of a format. So I just wanted to join one of those back again. And yeah, I am currently a working professional. So again, the same thing, work, sleep routine. I wanted a change. So why not get into a good club and improve myself?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajmera. Anything that you liked about the session, or something, some recommendations about us, anything?
I think the format, the purpose behind this is really amazing. There aren't any recommendations as such. We are just, you guys are doing a great job. I just hope I'll have a nice time going forward.
Thank you so much, guest Dhwani, and we hope to see you in the upcoming meetings and one day become a member. We'd love to have you, and thank you so much for attending today's meeting. Moving on very quickly for a quick feedback from guest Raj Lakshmi. Ma'am, how did you like the session?
It was very nice, and everyone is so delightful, and their stories are really fun. And I especially like you, because your voice is so nice. I mean, how can you really point out the details of each person and spot it out, listening to them and, you know, mentioning their gestures, their expressions? It's really that I want to learn.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raj Lakshmi. We would love to have a bubbly little girl like you in our club. It would do us so much good. Thank you so much. And I would like to take a quick feedback from our new member, Toastmaster Rishant. How did you like today? Is your first meeting as a Toastmaster in Elite?
It was a great meeting. As I expected, everyone spoke really very well, especially you. I just really loved your tone and your evaluation and everything. The evaluators also, everybody was very, very cool, very friendly nature, very like that.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rishant, and I hope each and every one of you that you keep coming, because I really loved each and every role player today. I'd like to take very small and very quick feedbacks from so many different members from different clubs, starting with the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Angira. Can we have a quick feedback? How did you like Elite session today?
Well, I have met Elitians before, just after joining Toastmasters, and few days ago I had the privilege to work with Siddharth. So my encounter with Elitians were always filled with learning and joy. So the session, it was not different than that. I have enjoyed it. I am elated to listening to all those confident speakers, and I'm very happy to be here. That's all from my side. I have no recommendations for you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Angira. Next up, Toastmaster Mukti. How did you like today's session?
Oh, thank you for the speech slot. See, I might sound very selfish, but I am very honest. Keep giving more speech slots and I will be more thankful.
Absolutely, Toastmaster Mukti. Our speech slots are always open for you. So thank you so much. Last but not the least, we would like to have your feedback, Toastmaster Rituparna.
I really enjoyed today's session, and especially the evaluation section was really something that I really enjoyed because it was so thoroughly, and especially Toastmaster Anisha, the evaluation she gave, it was time was over the time, but still the point I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rituparna. And moving on to something that we have all been waiting for, I would request each and every one of you to please unmute yourselves if you can and vote or just say who you think has won. Starting off with the best auxiliary role player, and that is in the category of timer, R-counter, and grammarian. Any guesses who's won this?
Grammarian, Toastmaster Tanushree.
Okay, any other guesses? Okay, yes, it goes to none other than our wonderful Toastmaster Tanushree, the grammarian for the day. Thank you so much. Next up, we had the best speaker. So we had two wonderful speakers. We had Toastmaster Mukti and Toastmaster Shubhranil. Any guesses who's won the best speaker? You can shout out your name, Toastmaster Mukti, if you think you've won.
No, I think Toastmaster Shubhranil.
Yes, it goes to Toastmaster Shubhranil. Congratulations to him. Next up, we have best evaluator. We had only one evaluator since Toastmaster Anisha was timed out. So it goes to none other than Toastmaster Siddharth Rathi, who's the best evaluator for the day. Next up, we have best table topic speakers. And now it's not a tie, it's a three-way. Three people have won this. Any guesses? Any one person can speak up. We have three people who have won this. My God, such a crowd. It goes to none other than Toastmaster Anisha, guest Dhwani, and myself. So congratulations to whoever is here. Yes, guest Dhwani is here. Congratulations. For the first time that I have announced, it has been a three-way. So it is a special day, indeed. Last but not the... Okay, we have two more categories. We have the best role player in the category of Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, and Table Topic Master. Anybody who is won, any guesses? It goes to none other than me, General Evaluator, me. Thank you so much. But I'd also like to say Toastmaster of the Day and Table Topic Master, as I said, I didn't have quite a lot of recommendations for both of you. They both did a wonderful, wonderful job. So congratulations to both of you as well. And last but not the least, we have a small little thing which we say as the most improved speaker, which goes to a person who has come up here and shared their stories, and it could be anybody. So any guesses who's won that particular award? It goes to none other than our wonderful Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Angira, for the role of and the best, most improved speaker. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That brings me to the end of our 199th chapter meeting of Elite Toastmasters Club, the last meeting for our executive committee, because from the next, which is the 1st of January, Saturday, we will have the new executive committee coming in. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this wonderful journey, for being here today in this wonderful, wonderful session that we just had. See you next time and next week. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.